Lavario.
The bad boy of the dating game. What's poppin'? So listen, in this video I want to talk about how to increase your chances of getting a second date. Alright, so I had a friend, he hit me up the other day and he's like, yo man, I've been going out with these chicks and I get a first date and then when I try to hook up the second date, the chick will flake, or I'll try to text her and call her and she won't get back to me or whatever it is, right? So the thing is, I want to tell you guys how to increase the chances of making a second date happen. Now, normally, what you would do is if you go on a date, right, a second date is most likely going to happen if and only if the first date was a good date, right? So if you're on a date with a chick and the date is shit, the date is shit, she knows the date is shit, there's no connection, there's nothing going on, you're not really feeling each other, second date's out of the question, you don't want to see her, she doesn't want to see you, understand that, right? So the first thing is you got to make sure that you and her actually having a good time on that first date, right? Now, normally what you would do is you go on a date and then you wait a couple days later or something, you hit her up and then you plan a second date. And if she's actually feeling you, she will come to the second date and y'all will actually have that second date, right? Now, in certain cases, you had a good time with a chick and she might flake, on the second date because, she met some other dude. She's not sort of feeling the same way or whatever, time passed and all this other stuff, and so it is what it is, right? Now, the way to increase your chances of having a second date is to set the second date while you're still on the first date. Okay, so basically, let's say you're on a date with a chick, you're having a really good time, you're hanging out, you're laughing, everything is awesome, you guys are making out, everything is cool. So before you leave that date, right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set up the second date with her in that moment. So let's say the date is winding down, it's about to end or whatever, y'all about to leave each other and all this, and you say, hey, listen, I had a really good time with you. When are you free next? Because I want to see you again. When are you free? So she might say, oh, I'm free, Sunday night or whatever. And then you'd be like, all right, cool. So, let's get together again at Sunday night, at 7 o'clock. We'll meet, at this spot. And then she'll be like, all right, cool. Let's make that happen. So what you're doing is you're locking in the second date while you're still on the first date. And the reason why you do that also is because in that moment, she's already feeling the feeling she's feeling, you understand, with you at that moment, which will increase her chances of actually wanting to lock that in and say yes, you understand, because she's already feeling that high she's having with you, you understand, at that time, right? Also, what's good about trying to lock the date in at that moment is it gauges her interest in you, because if you try to you could be on a date and you might think it's going well and it might seem that way, but to her, she's probably still a little reserved. She probably doesn't even know, or she's probably not really having that good of a time with you. And if you try to lock in that date, she might say something like, oh, well, like if you say, are you free, Sunday, let's get together. She might be like, oh, I'm not sure. I got to check. I got to get back to you, blah, 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 right? But if she's really interested in you, she will literally try to lock that in at that time. Even if she's not sure if she's free, she might be like, oh, let me check my calendar right now to see when I'm free. She's like, oh, well, Sunday's no good. How about Monday night or whatever? Like, she's going to try to make that work. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're sort of gauging her interest while you're, locking it in at that moment. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, this isn't technically a foolproof way to get the second date, because you can still lock that in and Sunday comes around and then she's like, oh, well, this happened, that happened, whatever, right? But the thing is that while you're sort of doing it at that time, right, it increases the chances of her actually following through and making that happen, because the feeling that she had when she was with you on that date, she's going to be thinking about that and anticipating seeing you again on that Sunday. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because she's actually into you she's into you already. You understand? So the thing is, a lot of times when you can still, just text a girl later on. You don't have to necessarily set it on that first date. You can also, text a girl or hit her up that week to plan another date. But the thing is that what happens is, during that week, all this other shit happens and she's not even sure if you're into her. So a lot of times you're dealing with a girl, and I get a lot of complaints from women where they say, well, I went out with this guy and I haven't heard from him. And so they assume that since they haven't heard from you, that you're probably not really that interested. So they don't really, take you as seriously as a guy that they're going to want to continue seeing. But when you lock in that date on the first date, it's showing to her that you're interested in her. So she's like, okay, cool. Now I kind of know that this guy who I'm interested in is also interested in me, and I'm going to continue to see him. You feel what I'm saying? So, if you want to increase your chances of getting that second date, you guys, make sure you lock in that, second date on the first date. You feel me? So guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below. Also, make sure you go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. I'm telling you guys, if you are not on the Bad Boy membership, you're missing out. I don't know what you're doing with your life. You understand? You got to make that happen. All right, so I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.